public.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Welcome back to the Big Dumb Fun Show. We're here Mondays, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of the week, you can watch this episode in replay on BigDumbFunShow.com.
Let's talk about the Kansas City Film Fest coming up. It starts this Wednesday, and there's no better place than I think for this festival at the now it's the new Alamo. Used to be in the AMC Main Street, but now it's the Alamo. And of course, welcome Robert Hubbard joining us, and that's not Hubbard, it's Hubbard with the KC FilmFest. You're one of the people on the committee that's putting this together, right?
Right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm one of the programmers for FilmFest. I've been officially a programmer since last year. I've been a screener for like several years. I think even when it was still being called the Jubilee, way back when.
Yeah.
This year's festival, we're at same place, different name, different owners. Alamo Drafthouse, Main Street, which was previously AMC.
Before they were bought out. But were you nervous at all that when they switched to the Alamo that they weren't going to be interested in the Film Fest, or do you think like my opinion would be that they would be even more interested in this than the AMC folks would be?
I think, well, it's just speaking for the people on the board. I think we were all interested that when Alamo was coming to town. Right now, it's kind of since it's sort of a new market for them and first time really working with the film, I guess with an outside film fest. I think they do like in Austin in the Main. They have like their own festival, people that they work with, but this is the first time kind of working with people outside of that. So it's kind of a learning process as we go. And I guess right now we're just so far they've been very supportive of us.
Well, the venue itself, the theater, is a multi-screen theater right down on Main Street in like 13th Street and Main in Kansas City, Missouri. And it's, I don't know that I haven't been to the venue since it's been the Alamo, but before they totally renovated the facility, which wasn't a movie theater, made it a movie theater. Great location for a film festival.
Yeah, well, it was when AMC it was a movie theater. What Alamo did. For those of you who haven't been to the Alamo Drafthouse yet, shame on you all. Now's your perfect chance to come check it out. They went in and renovated the theaters because what Alamo is known for is what they call dine-in theaters. If you've ever been down to Austin, like South by Southwest, and gone to any of those theaters, then you know that Alamo is notorious is that you can order, unlike other theaters, it's actually where you can order food. You can order food and beverages and enjoy the movie. So it's sort of like if you're if you're in downtown, instead of and wanting to come to a movie, instead of being concerned about hitting the restaurant and being late, you can come on down to the Alamo, pick your movie, check out their menu.
Yeah, like if you're on a hot date, instead of dinner and a movie, you just do it all at the same time.
It's dinner
and
at the movie.
It goes right after that. You go to the skip to the end of the date, even that much faster.
Yeah, it's just like all in one package, and like.
What can an outsider who's interested in indie films? What can they expect? It's a several day event. Is there one pass? Is there individual passes? How do you get to this thing?
It's a 5-day event, and what we have this year, individual tickets are $10, and you can purchase those online at the. You go to the Alamo Drafthouse website or go to the Alamo Drafthouse itself. We have a festival pass, what we call the Gold Pass, which is $50 this year. We have what we call the Silver Pass, which is basically you said $25 for 3 films. So you pay that, you get to see any of the selection. Now that does not, and that includes like all this. That includes like all the screenings, most of the seminars that we have on Saturday. Now it does not include, however, what we call the special events. We have like several special screenings and some VIP events that I'll get to you here in just a minute.
Well, they sold out. Some of them sold out, or a great deal of them. At least it was maybe last year or 2 years ago, where you need to get these in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this year, our big event, is that we're having a screening of Friday night of the Central Park 5, which is a documentary by Ken Burns and his daughter, Sarah, and her husband. It's based on a book that she did about the case in New York in the late 80s about the group of teenagers who were accused of raping this jogger, and it was this big media sensation. And I guess since then they've discovered that most of the kids were, did not do it. And from the book and the documentary is kind of
they went to jail for
that.
it.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they got some jail time, and then it's one of those. Was it Amnesty International that kind of got hold of it? Or?
I think the Innocence. What they call one of those Innocence Project. It's being shown in conjunction with the Innocence Project.
Now, is Ken Burns going to be in town because of this? Because that's one of the things that's great about the festival is not only do you get to see films you don't see in theaters, but you also get to meet the filmmakers.
Unfortunately, he won't. But Sarah Burns will be in town in May for an event that the Innocence Project will be holding. This is kind of like this is sort of like to kind of wet the whistle.
Yeah.
For that, to come check out the film, and then in early in May, and I wish I had the date. I think it's early in May.
Well, they can look it up off your website, right? What is that?
That is kcfilmfest.org.
And you're on the Facebook. You can look up KC FilmFest. You can also link to that via our website, facebook.com/BigDumbFunShow. We linked up to it and even shared your post from earlier today.
Do you have any names of the filmmakers that you are expecting to be in town this week?
I do. We are expecting a local guy, Casey Twinter. He's from Oklahoma, but he did grow up here in Kansas City. He has a feature called The Jogger, which stars another local person, Jason Wiles. Some may know him from Third Watch and a film he did here, Lenexa 1 Mile. That also has Derek Phillips. I guess people will know from Friday Night Lights. And I believe he has a supporting role in a little film that's opening called 42 about some ball player.
Yeah, famous. I've heard something about that. Okay. Yeah.
So they will be in attendance. Who else is the big news?
Go ahead.
Okay. The big news is for one of our events. It's a documentary called Bronies, which is about the title says it all. The full title is The Extremely Unexpected Adult Fans of My Little Pony. Which
I've heard of them.
I'm sure you guys have heard about Bronies. I think Saturday Night Live just did a bit about it.
Robert, why don't you hang out for a minute? We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about the filmmakers and the events that you have going on at the Kansas City Film Fest this week.
Sure.